So hey there, YouTube land. Hey Matt,
Hey.
we just watched a movie. We actually did a
No,
review.
we didn't.
Uh, we actually did a review. Matthew did the brunt of the review, and
Yeah, it was really
unfortunately,
funny. I liked a lot of my jokes. I'm obnoxious,
uh,
but God, it just didn't work. We had to. We're doing it again. Makes me sad. Makes me real sad. Not as sad as the movie made me, but still makes me pretty damn sad.
so we watched. You want to say the name of it?
Oh, cheerleader camp to the death.
To the death, guys. Not just any cheerleader camp, but one that's pretty much to the death.
Cheerleader camp, by the way, isn't a verb. So
Cheerleader camp was actually there was an original cheerleader camp starring Betsy Russell, I think,
okay.
and Leif Garrett. It was
This
a
isn't that
fun,
film.
kind of funny movie, kind of a slasher takeoff type of thing, and
All things that don't describe this film. Film is also another word that doesn't describe this.
it starts with a
With an awful. Uh,
killing.
is there's a group of cheerleaders, and they're once again I should cheerleaders, because they're just literally moving their arms with mop heads in their hands.
Not just cheer, sophomore cheerleaders.
Sophomore cheerleaders, oh, and they're vaguely doing this, and then a sprinkler goes off that has acid in it, and it kills everyone.
Yeah, I didn't even like pick up. I thought it was like blood was going on first.
Yeah, at first it was like it looked like they were just getting hit by water, and then it looked like they were getting hit by blood, and then suddenly they were melting.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Skips to a year later. There's new cheerleaders coming to this house in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, it's that's the camp.
It's a house. It's just a house. It's someone's house. And they're all from different schools, and that's not important.
And
They're all just awful.
supposed
Like
to be young cheerleaders.
they're all clearly in their late 30s. None of them know how to cheerlead. None of them know what cheerleading is, or have any idea of what a cheerleader might be. They've heard of it in myth and legend, and that's it.
The dancers from Hey Mickey and stuff could cheerlead more. It's just, I'm not,
I think I'd be able to cheerlead better by falling down a flight of stairs. There's more action in that than there was in any of what was happening here, which was taking mop heads and going.
there was a frisbee sequence on.
Yeah, people played frisbee because
It was-
cheerleading camp.
It was a lot like the scene in the room. With
Yeah, with
the football.
except for there's no laughing, just pain. Also, things that aren't included in this film: lighting, sound, at all. But
all.
acting, yeah, that's another one.
I liked Courtney. I thought she was okay. For
She was awful.
I liked her.
Uh,
She did the Cropsey line.
I don't care if you do the crops line. It's never good to remind people of another better film when you're halfway through an awful one. Air Lehman is in it
Yeah,
for like 5 minutes to make a joke about his grabbing his rod in the shed.
the first guy to play Jason, and you know he did okay for what he had to do.
He was in it for 5 minutes. He was in it for as long as he wasn't Jason in that film. Except there's more depth
There's
there.
supposed to be a red herring, and
Man, oh man, was that... I didn't give a shit. Hell, he isn't even seen again after, like, the initial time that he's, like, red herringed about.
let's talk about the fact that he's like mentioned as a there's a reveal. We can't say who the killer is.
Yeah,
Well,
we
the
don't want
Ted
to
is revealed.
spoil it.
My has tennis balls involved.
Yeah, oh,
And
that's right.
The
'Cause
tennis balls automatically. There's a huge leap between the tennis balls
Yeah.
on a corpse and
oh,
where they go to from there.
not to mention the scene where just as they finally beat the panda killer,
And yeah,
because the killer wears a panda costume,
Jessica.
an old lady drives up in a car randomly in the middle of the forest
Sorry,
and says, "Oh, you monster, those are endangered," and throws a ball at her. And then she's like, "Quickly, give me a can of tuna," and she throws a tuna can at her, and then looks at her for a couple seconds and drives away.
that was supposed to be humor, I think.
That was supposed to be awful. That was awful.
Wow.
That was what that was. There's nothing humorous about just
There's
terrible.
no good music really. There's no lighting. Actually, no, there was that song Nasty Girls, which is not.
Oh, and there's the crickets, which you can hear in abundance of. Really, really loud. Especially during important scenes.
So there you go. This is Cheerleader Camp to the Death.
Oh my god.
And
It's not good.
I'm going to get some
bad.
tea before I go to bed. So for me right now, it's
It's-
time for tea. And you know what? That movie is bullshit. It was
No. Bull truth, bitch. It's actual life. I don't know. There's nothing funny about it. As an actual piece, something that someone wrote that on a script, and someone looked at it and they said, "Yeah, I'm going to say this today. And I'm not going to cry." I'm not, how do you look at yourselves after that?
I feel sorry for the actresses in this film. I really, truly do.
I feel sorry for the idea of films.
I feel
now.
sorry for the fact that this
The
director
entire genre
is
of
making
films.
Silent Night, Bloody Night too.
Yeah, that's pretty bad too. I think film as a whole have just finished. That was it.
That was
the
bad.
end. That was swan song. Goodbye.
So thanks for watching. I'm doing this on my iPad, so it's kind of like Gonzo filmmaking right here. And
I just did my stinger, and we just went on another 30 seconds. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Oh, I got a perfect one. Go ahead.
okay,
do your
so
thing.
it's time for tea for me and for Matthew. A lot of cricket noises. Lot of cricket noises.